And so my friend said, well, why don't you put your lectures on YouTube? My cousin's initial feedback was that they preferred me on YouTube than in person. They didn't have the stress of me saying, do you understand this? And them kind of having to pretend like they do. They could review something without feeling like they're wasting my time. I wasn't thinking about starting a business or a not-profit or anything at that time. And then slowly, just random people, probably out of desperation, that random person who does a search for parabola on YouTube started stumbling into my stuff. They started saying, thank you. Thank you, this helped, or whatever. And that started to come in, 10 a day, 100 a day. I kept making videos. The library kept growing. But I started getting letters from teachers. They said, I've started assigning your lectures as homework and having the kids do what used to be homework in the classroom. And now, for like the first time, when everyone comes to the classroom, it's actually interactive. It's not 30 people, being completely silent, having to listen passively to this lecture. They can actually interact with each other. Whenever we talk about technology and education, there's a knee-jerk reaction that, okay, that's going to turn us into some type of, Borg reality where everyone is, plugged into the computer and they're just doing that all day. And what we point out is just that simple flip that those teachers did. That simple flip used technology to actually humanize the classroom. And so I quit my job, took a leap of faith. We set it up as a not-for-profit. And I just kept making videos. When I signed up with the IRS as a 501c3, I said, our mission is to educate, to provide a world-class education for anyone in the world for free. And the videos are part of that. That's the lecture. You can flip the classroom and all of that. But if you really want to do that, you want to have videos, you want to have those exercises, but you want to take it to the next level so that one thing, it scales, it covers everything. Mark Goines, who was on the Los Altos School Board, we went and met, and they're like, well, if you could do anything you wanted with a math classroom, in particular a 5th grade math classroom, what would you do? And we said, let every kid work at their own pace. Start at 1 + 1 and just go as far as they can go. And so we started a pilot literally 7 months ago in Los Altos. It's completely interactive. The kids are walking around. You see kids helping each other. The teacher is walking around with an iPad that has a real-time dashboard on where everyone is. They can do. There's a bunch of interesting game mechanics around it and all the rest. And the teacher is literally diagnosing what's wrong with each student. They can see exactly what they missed. And I want to make it very clear, we're not taking teachers down the value curve. We're taking them up the value curve. They're going from being these lecturers to being these analytical thinkers looking at data and mentoring students who are helping other students. So it's actually turned into an environment where it's more interactive than any math classroom we've seen. The kids don't want to go to recess. They're getting more core skills than any math class we've seen. And it's liberating all this time in the class where they can do more projects, more creative work, more constructivist things, more engineering type things than you could do in any other math class. And so I'll leave you, before I just open up to questions, with just like one little story. And I love to tell the story because it kind of encapsulates everything that's exciting about this. Is that a reporter from NBC was doing a story on what we're doing, and she sees this little 5th grader doing trigonometry. And the reporter's very impressed. And she was really doing it and really understood it. So she sits down next to her and she says, so do you think this is 5th grade math? And the little 5th grader, she gets this mischievous smile on her face. And she goes, no, I think it's 6th grade.